this, you'll need a small torque wrench. This does the drain plug and the swing arm spools. This does the axle nut. This is to break the axle nut free. 17mm wrench and or socket and ratchet for the drain plug. I use a longer one similar to this with a 17. 32mm for the rear axle, 12mm for the adjusters on the axle. You will need your Yamaha 10W40, the high performance, the oil filter. I had to use punches and a hammer, but that is everything you need to do a 600-mile first service. Oil filter, new oil, tension the chain. Spools are tightened down and torqued. Rear axle is torqued. All the lights work, all the brakes work. On this first 600 miles, we are checking the diagnosis system. That's just if you have any check engine lights, make sure there's no check engine lights. Clutch, make sure the clutch feels good, make sure it still engages correctly. Front brake, make sure the front brake has fluid and it engages correctly. Rear brake, same thing. We don't check any of that. Then steering bearings for looseness. So a lot of these are just simple checks before you should ride. But on here, side stand switch, there's a nifty way to show this, and I'll show that once we change the engine oil and the oil filter. And front and rear brake switches, just make sure that the brake light operates. Light signal switches, that one's easy. Just turn on the bike, turn on the hazards, and then do the brake. So these two can be done together, but we're just gonna do oil change with the oil filter, Yamaha, and the lube. This is the correct one for this bike, and in the owner's manual, it even tells you where to get tools, how to do all of this. I'll go first service. First deal, I'm gonna install these spools. These are from Picture. I forgot the name of them, but got them from the same dealer. They just, this plops in, it sits like that, makes it flush on the back, then the bolt goes in like this, and that just goes into the swing arm. Picture here, actually hold on, I might have it on phone. Right here. Yamaha 108 inch-pounds or 9 foot-pounds. So we're gonna get those on quick with a 10mm. Get them hand tight first, and then got this little bit of Loctite, just so they don't vibrate loose. This one's really light, so just repeat to the other side. Okay, so now that one's on, this one's on, they're both torqued. Now get your stand with your appropriate ones. This has the spool. This would be for a different connector. And then this is for the front wheel, but I'm not going to use it today because we're only doing the first service. So then get this on there. Now that the bike is held up with the center stand, I'm gonna come right here. This is your drain plug. This is your oil filter. Bike is still hot. I just rode it over here, but take that out. Take that out. So oil is draining. This was held on by a lot of force, so I had to have someone hold the bars down. But that is now out. Crush washer is on it. You need an oil filter wrench. Once this slows down a little bit, and this will go up in here. Be careful of the exhaust. Then just take it off. So, oil filter is now off. From the Yamaha. I had to punch a couple holes in it because this tool fits the new filter. It acts like it fits that, but as soon as you do any sort of pressure, it just slips. So, tiny punch. It's a big punch. Got that off. I do that all the time at work. Only do that if you are a professional or you work on a lot of shit. So now, filter's off. that is off. So I'm going to take this rag, wipe it all off, and then install the new one with the new gasket and the new drain bolt with the crush washer. Yamaha made in Thailand with a new gasket, oil filter part number, and the crush washer says Yamaha on the bag. For this one was way over tightened, so this crush washer is stuck on there, but flat, get it off, and this new one. And then typically you fill these up with oil before, but since this mounts sideways like this, you really can't. But it won't hurt the bike any, just don't, redline it as soon as you put oil in. On the crush washer, I don't know if you can see it or not on camera, this side is the side that goes against this side, and it is crushed in. And this new one has a lip, so you want the smushy part, or the tapered part, you want it just like this, so that crushes and it doesn't crush against your oil pan. But I'm gonna get this all on and fill it with oil. Per the manual, bolt, washer, and then oil filter wrench. I have one of those. It says apply a thin coat per the manual. I'm going to do that with new oil. Tightening torque. The oil filter is 13 foot-pounds and the oil drain bolt is 32 foot-pounds. So we are going to do that. Okay, so filter wrench, torque wrench, filter. Let me just, I don't know if you can hear that on camera, but it's clicking, so it's good. And then tighten this 17 millimeter, 32 foot-pounds. Click. So now both of those are good. So if we head over to the manual, now after tightening, it says pour the specific amount of recommended oil using this, and I said it's somewhere right here, 3.38 quarts. So 1, 2, 3. On the rear brake side of the bike, you're gonna have your level here and your fill plug right here. Take it out, use a funnel, put oil in, put it down the loop. 1, 2, 3, empty, and then from 1 to 24, that should be about right. If you look at the level right here, it looks overfilled, but the bike has not been started, so wait for the low screen. 612 miles. Just by that little start, it needs a little bit more. We are almost done, but I need to adjust the chain because it has one right in the storm, but down here, that's right at the max of the tension. So we're gonna loosen this, and then loosen this, and then turn these one way, make it go back, and then get it level, make that good, and then forgot to bring it, but I've chain lubed it. I'll do that and then take it for a little test ride. There's a 32 millimeter big breaker bar. This side, I just like to get it loose. Then these are 12 millimeters. This side, the rear brake side, is down to loosen, and this side is the opposite, so it is up. And then you just do that back. I'm going to count the number of turns and get this chain slack within spec. So this bolt is kind of weird, so it is not within spec, but to show you, this all the way in, I'll have this push forward, that all the way out is going to push it back, and then I did 10 turns the wrong way, so I did 10 turns back, and then 6 turns out. As 6 turns, I mean like from here to where I can't turn the wrench anymore up top. So 6 of those on the other side. It is within spec. So now, with little marks, it's a little past the 3rd one on this side. This needs to be tightened down. This side is a little past the 3rd one. It needs to be tightened down. Again, this way is up to tighten. This way is down to tighten. Just get them snug with this, don't overdo it because you can damage this bolt. And then we're gonna do that. This gives you a diagram on what I said. And then tightening torques, axle nut, 77 foot-pounds. So get a torque wrench, 32 millimeter, and wrench, and then it should be good. So if you look, 77 foot-pounds. So that is done. It is tightened up. It is on the same mark over there. We have new oil filter, new crush washer. Over here, we are, says overfilled, but has to run, has to get warm, all that. Then just double check. Brake works. The fluid in there is good. It's on the upper. The fluid down here, I don't know if you can see it, but it is good. And then just normal stuff. Make sure this is tight, which it is. Make sure the clutch doesn't have a super lot amount of play. You can adjust this based off feel if you want it. This personally is what I like. Then you can just check all the lights work. Light, and then where is it? High beam. High beams are over here. Make sure. I guess the bike has to be on, but they work. I know they work. These back here work, and then the brake light. That is the front brake. Oh, my bad. And right here, rear brake.